What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Cheesy plays. I'm fucking hyper right now. I don't know why, but I'm just hyper. And I'm playing SnD. Welcome to another tactical episode where I'm playing SnD, Search and Destroy, with my buddies on the map Standoff. And see this alley? That's my alley. So usually I would expect someone to run through here, but they didn't this first round, but they run the third round. And we'll come to that when we come across that bridge. So usually I defend this this alley because this alley is personally an alley that most people will run through because they're trying to flank my team. So one thing in particular that I'm doing is I have my headset fully connected, wired in, and I could hear every footstep around me. And you guys are probably thinking, oh, what a sound whore, but no, trust me, it benefits the whole game, especially when you're playing the league play. So right here, my teammate's calling out people, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I noticed the enemy. I'm like, no, I called him out, but my teammate didn't kill him, and I was the last one alive anyway. So I turned that corner. The reason I turned that quick corner is because most of the time you have a camper in a corner, and he's just sitting there defending his buddy, but not really defending in a way. Like, he's just waiting for someone to come through. And I don't know what happened when I pivot stopped that one guy, but basically towards, well, you know, I know he planted the bomb. I know he tried to plant the bomb, which he wasn't successful at. And then his buddy tried to pick it up, which he wasn't successful at either. So I'm just chilling here as time's running out. As I get down to the 10-second mark, because he can't plant it after 8, I run because usually that's a distraction, and he usually tries to chase me because he knows I'm around. And he doesn't end up coming in. That's the end of the first round. So basically, like I was saying, on Standoff, I own my sides, and you guys are going to see something different, because usually I go down the same route every time I play. But except this time on Standoff, I'm more comfortable when I have the bomb and I go to the right side, if you guys kind of get what I'm saying, because I'm covered by the tank most of the time, which that's like my defensive shield for me. So right here, I pick up the bomb, I'm headed to A, and I usually plant the bomb as soon as I get that area cleared out, but this time I just didn't. I don't know what happened, but this guy tries to rush right away. No, not by my bomb. And then usually I check the left side to make sure no one's across, and sure enough I pick up this guy's foot. Barely I saw him out of the corner of my eye. And right here I throw my EMP to make sure no one's out around. And then I see this guy. I saw him right there, so I was like running around. My teammate, I should have planted the bomb actually when I was at A, but that didn't happen. So I didn't plant the bomb, which was my actual mistake. I fucked that up. So that was all my fault. But anyway, we're looking for this last guy. It's 3-on-1, so we basically just destroy him. I jump off the building and get the kill. Now, coming on to round 3, like I said, I run my alley the way I want it to. Now, one thing in particular about Search and Destroy is you gotta be very communicative. You gotta make sure you're talking with your team, because if you call out an enemy and your teammate gets killed, it's his fault, because you did call out the enemy. So right here, I own my alley again, because usually, like I said, people try and flank, and it takes a while for this guy to come around, but he ends up following around. But as I was saying, usually in team deathmatch you can depend on one person, or in domination you can depend on one person, but Search and Destroy is completely different. You gotta use your team with you, and when you're in league play, you gotta use your whole team. Like, you gotta call out. You gotta mark people, you gotta hit marker people, you gotta make sure if the enemy runs past you and you let him go, like if you see him in a far distance, you don't call him out, you don't even get a hit mark on him, that's your fault. You're a bad teammate. You get me? That's the way it is. That's how harsh it's gonna be, but that's how competitive I would play. I usually play. That's how competitive I am, actually. So on this tactical episode, I'm telling you how to run sides. In every map, as you've seen in the past too, I run my dominant side, and that's what I do because that's my side, damn it, like I said. So this guy comes around. I noticed my teammate got riot shield hit marker, so I was like, okay. So I try to nade him right away, but it doesn't end up working. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to plant his riot shield and shoot me through the little peeking head. But I'm like, nope, not this time, buddy, because I try my best to shoot him. And sure enough, I take him out. So I look to the left. I get stuck on a tank, and I die. Which is actually a bad move by me, because once I killed that guy, I should have actually ran and planted the bomb. Usually, when you're playing Search, people, you know, you have ninja diffusers out there, but when you plant the bomb, there's always someone near there trying to defuse. So we're looking at my buddy's screen here, but I'm talking about the bomb. So if you don't check the bomb those first 4 seconds, I'm pretty sure that person's gonna defuse it, because one, you're not keeping an eye on it. And 2, they know you're distracted, then you're not paying attention to it. So he's using a target finder because I know it's a cheap tactic to use, but trust me, in league play it does matter. Like, you can use an MMS. I wish you were allowed to use like I don't know, like some C4s and stuff. So I have streaks and I save them up because I want to make sure when we have the bomb, or I'm not sure if I use them this round either, but I want to make sure my team is okay with streaks and stuff. So usually I don't rush, but this time I felt like rushing, and sure enough, they don't run through my alley because they know I run my alley. So that's what happened this round. So I basically, I was able to get the lead right here and flank the enemy, which I don't end up, I think, yeah, he's right there. I should have killed him. I should have kept firing, but that was my dumb mistake. But I think we end up winning the round. I want to say we win the round, but like I was saying, it's very important to call that out. I was trying to call it out. I was like, there's a guy back here, warehouse. And sure enough, I don't know if my teammates end up killing him, but we'll have to find out. And in search, I'm very tactical person. I'm very competitive when it comes down to search. I'm like, okay, enemy's here. I need your help right now. Come here. Like, come around me. I don't care if you have to, like, suppression him. I wish there was a like, you were to get suppression points. Kind of like Battlefield, because Battlefield actually works. You have to work with your teammate to win the game, you know? So, sure enough, they plant the bomb, and my teammate has to defend the bomb. Well, he has to defuse it, so I don't know what's running through his mind, but I'm talking with my other teammates, just like, oh my god. And sure enough, they get to win right there. They won that round because they camp out around their bomb, which is actually smart. I completely respect that. So right here, I think I actually run to the alley this time. Yeah, I do, because one, you know, third time's the lucky, or the hat trick, right? Yeah, third time's the hat trick. He throws a smoke. I lay right here to see him run through the smoke. He ran. I picked him off because I seen him run through the smoke, so I knew he was right there. And then I called this in because I know they're around me. I try to get both, but the other guy just ran away in time. So I tell my teammate to plant at A because I defended that side. But sure enough, this guy was just sitting in there running around, like dominating B. I think he was protecting B the whole time, but that wasn't the case for me. More like, get out of my area. So once again, I defend this side, which is actually weird because for fourth time now, I defend this side. I want to say it's the third time, but then yeah, you see, they always pop out. They'll always come around that corner. So right here, I use my lightning strike at first, and then I'm like, wait, you know what? I won't be able to use this next round. So sure enough, I pick up the kill, and that's the end of that round. So I don't have any streaks right here. So basically, with the bomb right here, what I try to do is I try to get it out in the open to make sure they don't defuse it at all, like to where almost all of us have an angle on the bomb. So I never rush in the middle, but this was more of a rush plant. So I rush it as fast as I can. I plant the bomb. I know where I'm headed. I know where the teammate's headed, and I know where the other team's kind of headed. Because usually the team in search and league play, they always avoid the middle. It's a countless number of times, and sure enough, you see how he came through the back alley because he was expecting me through that back alley. And then you'll notice one of them actually went all the way around the back alley. You'll see up in a bit. So this guy's actually camping in their spawn. I end up picking him off because I dropped, shot, squatted, you know, type of thing. And right here, I see my teammate died, so I'm like, okay, this guy's coming through here. I'm just gonna sit up in this corner because he's gonna come out of there. Because he's not going to try and flank to the alley. He's seen his teammate die there earlier, so it's probably going to be the same way. So I'm waiting, and pretty much he comes through there. That's the end of the game. That's how you play tactically. That was running through my mind. I'm Cheesy Plays, people, and I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.